Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing another Pantone inspired look. Today we are going to be using blue, which is the Pantone color of the year. It's a little bit more on the denim side, but this royal blue it speaks to my little heart, and I just want to show you guys how you can rock blue and feel comfortable and confident wearing it. So today's look is this really pretty bright blue mascara, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is a beautiful mustardy marigold color on my lid and as my liner. So if you guys are curious about how I got this look, and if you want to see how you can rock this blue and still feel you, then let's go. Alright guys, so we're going to start off by using my MAC my MAC Lane Low Paint Pot. I love this as my base. So I wore a pink eye look yesterday to work, and I got some staining. It was kind of hard to get it off, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't sleep with any residual pink left, because guys, it would have been even harder to get that off. So I have a little tiny pink left to my lid, but I've gotten most of it off. Today we're going to be using the Metropolis palette. So good. And I'm actually going to start off by taking this color here, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. We're going to go mustardy today. That is what I'm feeling. And we're going to add the pop of blue in the mascara. I was talking to one of the reps that was there yesterday, and we were talking about eyeshadow primers, and she was saying how she didn't believe in them, that she felt that they were just really gimmicky and that you didn't need them. And I told her I had the opposite experience, because if I don't apply a primer to my lid, I'm going to have creasing. I just have an oilier lid. So I was telling her that I do think that some people don't necessarily need it. And then she recommended that I use a concealer, which I have tried, but concealer tends to crease on me. And if I set it with a powder, then I don't get the creasing. But even then, my top lids just tend to be a little bit more on the oily side. And I do think that if you're drier, if you have a drier lid, you're all good. You don't need a primer. But I personally do. I am going to take Rhizome, which is this chickpea mustardy color on the bottom, and I'm going to take that just into the crease. So it's interesting because some people are just like adamant about you don't need primers, and I remember at one point I was that person, and it took me a while to figure out that prepping your skin for makeup is essential. Like, if you're able to address your skin care, or if you're able to address, like, you know, the needs of your skin before applying product, you are going to get a better result. All right, so today we're going to play with the Melt Cosmetics Cultura liner, which is this beautiful marigold shade. And I'm going to apply it with a MAC 210. You guys know that that is my ride or die brush. I actually had somebody reach out to me on Snapchat, and they're like, how do you always get your liner to be so smooth? And it's not always the case. This brush gives me so much precision. It's so easy to apply the liner because it's just such a small brush. Very subtle. I purposely wanted the liner to match the shadow. Really can't see it, but it's there. She exists. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how blue this blue is. I'm going to use my Dior 3D Lash Maximizer. This is my favorite primer. It is awesome at holding a curl or giving me curl, because my lashes are super straight, and even if I were to curl them, it doesn't work for me. So my mom's birthday is coming up, and we are going to we need to figure out really what we're going to do for her. I really haven't given it much thought. We're gonna go in with this blue. Let me see if I can figure out what this color is for you guys. It's called I'm in Trouble. That sounds about right. All right, so let's apply this. You don't need to go in with a primer, guys. This mascara is super blue on its own. I just always apply a primer before I use any mascara. I have found that applying a primer not only helps for my lashes to curl up, but I also have noticed that I'm seeing less lashes fall out. Not that my lashes are like falling out every day, but I don't see it happening as often. So I feel like it does help to protect the lashes and keep them conditioned. It's a primer, the same way that you would prime your hair to protect your hair or prime your face. It's good stuff. It's blue. Okay, we are going to now move on, and I'm going to be using Golden Concealer by Too Faced. I drew a blank and I'm thinking in my head, you can look at the bottle, stupid. But I didn't. I'm like, no, you are going to work on your memory. Anyway, I'm actually getting ready to go out and have brunch with my sisters. And, you know, I figured it'd be a good time to play up my eyes. So I'm just going to blend this out. This is a Sephora Pro Fan Brush. It's a foundation brush. I really love this one. This one is, I don't know what number this is. 58? It's big. When I started working at Sephora, I had a hard time navigating their brushes because, again, working for MAC for 6 years, that was all I knew. And I knew like some about them because obviously I was watching YouTube, and then of course there's some YouTubers that were using Sephora brushes, but I had a really hard time because I'm not typically a huge fan of foundation brushes. I would have rather have had a sponge or a flat top foundation brush, and Sephora did not have that. So for me, finding this brush, it was magic. Like, I loved this brush. I sold this brush because anytime I had to apply somebody's foundation, it was what I would pull. All right, guys, so I'm going to use Dose of Colors 122 foundation. I had the hardest time getting it out. I have 123, which is my summer when I first started to tan shade, and it was so hard to get this out. I don't think I'm gonna curl my hair today. I've been curling my hair since I got it cut because the cut itself, I love. I love the way it looks when it's curled. Like, it gives me that really like beachy look. Straight, it looked not weird, but it made me look older. Like, I remember I was trying to wear it straight one day because I was lazy, and I looked at myself and I was like, I look like an old lady. And so sometimes we're hard on ourselves, right? And I'm like, let me ask my husband. So he was in the living room and I'm like, babe, do I look like an old lady? And he looked at me, he's like, yeah. So I appreciate that he's honest with me. And I went back and I curled my hair. Like, I'm like, give me 10 minutes. Let me curl my hair quickly. So I've been wearing it curly, but it's finally at a length where I can wear it straight, which I'm going to do today. And it looks good. It doesn't look like I'm an old lady. I don't know if you guys can pick up that camel shade, but I am vibing with this tone. Love it. If you hear like little moaning sounds, my dog is in the background licking himself. So I'm going to take my Huda Beauty powder and I'm just going to do a light dusting of this before I bake, because there's always product sitting on top of the lid and it kills me. I don't want to waste it, you know? It's like, put it to use. So yesterday at work, I got to see some of the new items that came out, and I didn't think I was interested in any of the Fenty shadows. Like, the concept is cool, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like, I didn't have any negative feelings about them, but I also didn't feel like I wanted them. After seeing them yesterday, I've realized that I want them. So I have an Ebates or a Rakuten check coming in February, and I'm going to wait for that and then pick up that. What else do I have? There's like some other stuff that I saw that I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, the NARS palette, the blush palette. Oh my gosh. So I liked the colors when I saw them. I'm like, oh, the colors are pretty, you know, blah, blah, blah. I did not think that the texture would be as buttery. Like, it literally feels like a cream. And the consistency of it sold me. Like, it is so soft. It feels like a cream, but it's definitely a powder. It's heaven. Like, I want that damn palette. So I think I'm gonna get that. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for purchases. I'm trying to be really good, so I'm being very particular about what I'm getting, and I think I've been doing good. All right, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. We'll come back and we'll finish the rest of the look. All right, guys, so I'm going to take this bronzer by Anastasia in Cappuccino, and I'm going to apply this all over. I feel like whenever I do this blue, I want to keep the face very simple. Like, I don't want there to be a ton of color competing with the blue. You just kind of want the blue to stand out. What do you guys think? Old lady-ish? I just pull the bangs behind the ear anyway. I feel like once the hair is in the front of my face, that's where it looks a little old lady-ish. And I'm not trying to look old lady-ish. I'm trying to look like the cool mom. I'm going to take this Anastasia palette. I love these palettes. This is the only one I own, which is Cocktail Party. I'm going to take this shade here, which I thought I would be able to use like as a bronzer or a contour shade, but it's actually a really pretty blush. I use this quite a bit actually. Whenever I'm not using my Sephora Peach Blossom, because right now that is my jam, then I'm using this. And let me tell you guys, if you're looking for like an orange blush or like a really pretty peach blush, you need that. It's so good. So I'm just gonna take my brush here that I use for my powder and just blend all of this out. So I started cleaning up my office yesterday, or my beauty room, and I put all my lip liners away. I have a ton of nude. I am actually going to take this one, which is, I'm going to use Spice by MAC. This is actually a color that I really like. The MAC liners are a little bit drier, so I'm really into like a creamy liner, but this is a really great color. And I just like to take my finger and soften the edges a little bit. Now I'm going to take this Artist Couture lip gloss in Uncensored 2.0. I have used this, I'm going to tell you guys now. The wand kills me. It's too flimsy, and I wish it wouldn't bend as much, because it can make it applying it hard, especially up here. Alright, my loves, so this is the final look. I ended up doing the blue on the lower lash line. I just figured if I was going to commit, I needed to just take it all the way. And look at this liner. Like, it's so good. And these colors are giving me Pressing Panther vibes. Those were the colors for my elementary school, the gold and the blue. Good old days. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I really love the way it looks. I love how simple and mustardy the eye is. I love that there is like that gold contrast with the blue. It's just really easy, and the rest of the face is super neutral, so you don't have to worry about anything competing or looking like it's over the top. And then of course this lip. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please be sure to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment down below letting me know if you're going to try this trend or if you've already tried it. If you guys post any pictures of any of the blue looks that I've done, please be sure to tag me in them. Or if you guys recreate any of the looks, please be sure to tag me in them. My Instagram handle and everything is listed in the information bar. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.